Hi everyone, this is Andrew here. Thanks for checking in and looking at what I'm doing, recording and sharing over here. Let me introduce myself first. I'm a businessman, a writer. I am a family man, so I have 3 children. I have published 4 books, and this is my 5th one that I'm writing right now. So I'm going to do a closing or somewhere mid review of the 4 books that I have done. Also to share you the updates, as well as more importantly to thank people who have came forward and supported. Thanks so much. Okay, they are insurance company CEO. They are very busy businessman. They are also lawyer, famous doctors. Many friends came and then wrote very good and very nice recommendation for me, endorsed the book, and more importantly actually helped me on my writing journey. Thank you so much for doing this. Thank you. Actually, to be honest, I think I've been in financial planning for 20 years and realized that many people do not take care of their estate planning, or do not have the knowledge or know-how on how to go about doing it properly. So I decided to write a simple book for people to have a quick understanding of the importance of estate planning and also know how to go about doing it. And it is important especially for Chinese readers, to have access to this tool. So that's why I actually went on to translate my English books to Chinese. So that altogether there are 4 books, 2 English ones and 2 Chinese ones. I realized actually in Singapore, a lot of us actually will tend to write and publish only English book, and there are no such thing for a Chinese reader, at least not enough. And so I decided actually estate planning is something that will really benefit people, because these are the people that really want to know how to go about doing that. And another problem that I saw was a lot of advisors and lawyers, they are very good in using English, and when it comes to explaining and helping the clients on Chinese or speaking client, right? The resources are not there, the assistant is not there. So I hope this book actually helped them. So how does the events and my book sales benefit my readers? Actually, when I think about it, and then and I actually receive a lot of feedback from people who have came forward, and then I think the readers get clear pictures of the importance of having their estate plan organized and done with, and they also given an avenue to approach, consult, and take actions. I'm bilingual, so this is also one thing, and more important, I'm a caregiver, and also I'm a layman, not legally trained. So in a way, maybe I can understand, I'm on their side to understand what is necessary, what is the important thing. Okay, and most of my readers actually have gone to have their estate plan organized by doing up their wills, their advanced medical directive AMD, their lasting power of attorney LPA, and also organize their assets inventory to make sure that their loved one know where the money is, where is the title deed, and where's the insurance, which bank, whatever, that kind of thing, to make sure there's actually very good records for easy reference in case there's an unfortunate event of their demise if they pass away. And also help them with this, and also do our care plan and the letter of wishes that I just shared just now. So many of them have this at the back of their mind, and actually they wanted to have this done, but they actually do not have the time and the resources to implement. So I actually created the books, I created events, I created all this to actually make sure, first of all, they have understanding, and because I actually have sometimes to actually help them, I actually even provide sponsored, because that will actually make them make easier decisions sponsorship to actually help them to start doing something. Yeah, so a lot of time I'll give them reminder, yeah, to actually ask them to take actions. Otherwise, they might have to come for my seminar again and again if they're not taking actions. Yeah, so I'm really happy to see them feeling more at ease after setting this part of very important life priority. Yeah, and you think about it, why a lot of us are working hard. Most likely we are working hard because of our loved one, right? And we are also worry about that. If anything happened to us, what's going to happen to our loved one? So why don't you plan it ahead and get it started and done with? And I thought this is something more important, especially to the caregivers, since I'm a caregiver myself. So as you can see, the books and the event help hand in hand to make an impact on these people, and I think they have benefited much from it. Yeah. So in all, we have helped more than a few hundred people to get their estate plan organized. Okay, I cannot emphasize actually enough on the importance of estate planning. There are many stories, but let me share which is the most unforgettable for me. So I actually posted this on my social media before. Okay, so I have this friend, and she a lot of people will be behind her and say that she's very stingy, but I think that she's very frugal and thrifty in her lifestyle. A lot of time we make past judgmental comment without knowing what is this behind the scene, right? So this girl, right, she had a old age parent. Yeah, and when she passed away at that point in time, the father was 90 years old. So she didn't have high educations like some of the Singaporeans here, and as you know, then the payroll or salary would be quite low. So if you want to make sure the parent is taken care of, and she have to also take care of her expenditure. Having a low salary, then she had to be frugal and thrifty. Yeah, every single cent count, right? And so this lady, she's very special. She won't take advantage of anyone. I met her so many times, I think 10-20 times, right? She had never asked me for any tea or coffee. So even though there's once I actually wanted to buy her a tea, right, she was very firm and rejected my offer. So I really don't see that in many people. Yeah. Sometimes I also take for granted, I ask for coffee from my client myself. So you see, and there's one time I told her, hey, I bought this bird nest, and then why not give it to your father? She actually outright rejected it. Yeah, she was very firm. Yeah. The lifestyle that she have, she don't spend money when she travel out to work. Yeah, she only have 2 slices of bread for her lunch, and she save all the money because she want to support her parent and her own lifestyle. Wow, I was very impressed. This is really something very highly respectable. Okay, so more than 10 years ago, right? So I actually helped her to do our will without any charge. She was the first one that I wrote the will. There are two incidents. Another one is actually the daughters. I know both the daughters. They were complaining that their medicine have run out because the medical fee of her mom is so expensive that all the medicine are wiped off. Yeah, and they are really very cash type. So I actually went on to actually study on how to write a will. I found a course under NUS under Professor Catherine Day, and I learned how to write a will. So immediately I produced one will for this client and the other one. So both of them, sadly, the other one, the mother also passed away a few years ago. So amazing, right? The first 2 that I wrote for, they all passed away. Yep. Anyway, coming back. So the one that I started writing for her, right? The family actually came forward and came to me and tell me that they want to thank me because for helping her to do a will. Actually, so what's the big deal about that? Actually, what happened was this lady, right? She was putting a lot of effort to help her father to recover from cancer, and she spent a few $100,000 to treat the father. Yeah, no insurance, so actually cash. After that, she has depressions, and then she committed suicide. which actually became a police investigations. But surprisingly, they found her will, and they were like, oh, at least there's a will which was written many years ago. So it actually really helped to organize and tidy up the money aspect, yeah, despite this investigation ongoing. So they actually thought, hey, why not give you this money since you're writing a book? And they actually want me to give away the 200 copies of books to my clients, because they also want my clients to actually start doing it, because everyone know that they are guilty in a way that they actually didn't get their will or estate plan done. So this cause, this really very nice cause from this family, I thought I want to share with you. Yeah, and and hopefully that will actually also help people to get the awareness. Okay, and now I'm decided to actually add in 3 more, so that everyone have a volume of the book, and also I will as much as possible to actually spend a few minutes with everyone that I meet up to let them know it is important, it is time to do something about their estate plan. Actually, all the books sales proceeds have been donated, so in a way it actually benefits some of the Singaporeans. When I started doing this, writing a book or publishing it, I didn't have the intention to make it a money-making machines or money-making idea. So I wanted to help people. Yeah. So this is already out to help people with the estate plan, and also to give it to the people in need, especially the caregivers. The beneficiaries that the book sales are Caregivers Alliance Limited, the caregiver that actually train and then take care of the caregivers with who have children or loved one with mental health conditions. My son studied in St. Andrew Autism School, so I also donated to St. Andrew Autism Center. HCA Hospice Care, I think is very right platform, because they take care of people who are in the last journey of their life in the hospice. So HCA Hospice also I have donated a few $1,000. So also I have created a mobile app for the estate planning I shared just now for the end user to track, to make sure that money is being monitored and tracked, so that no one actually argue, quarrel, or judge, or commented or run down the loved one because money went missing or is not accounted for. So I hope with all this effort and that what I'm doing, where the people are getting more benefits, and I really want to thank people who have supported me. Whatever you have supported, this book has gone to really an extent that I didn't actually imagine or expect that it has. I'm sure it has impacted people. Yeah, so for people who have supported, thank you very much. For people who have benefited, do share with people you know of, let them know about this benefit. Don't keep my book as a secret. Please help to share with people that you know of. Yeah, and I hope everyone have peace of mind, love your loved one, and take good care of yourself. Self-care is very important. Okay, take care. Bye. See you soon.